gym freaks? Welcome to Dano Crypto. On this channel, we show you guys how to make simple, effective, and easy moves in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. So happy Pump Monday, man. Holy moly. So we got some bullish momentum in the charts. Flipped from it being pretty bearish recently, and now we are sitting at some pinnacle prices, guys. So had the music still pumping in my headphones. So what's going on, guys? Does everything sound good? Does everything look good? Are we synced up? We just want to make sure everything is looking okay. Looks like it. All right. Looking like it is. All right. Hope everyone is doing well. Welcome to the channel. We are going to get into this recent pump here. We are going to analyze the recent news. We just have nothing too crazy happening. Nothing too crazy. But we did go into a more bullish momentum. Kind of like we were saying, we're like, if we held these levels, we would be going a little bit more bullish. And so we are going to look at those levels. We're going to look at some tweets, some posts, and we are going to analyze some of the altcoins. Maybe see what trend is the one to follow right now. Welcome, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ding the bell to be notified when I make these live crypto live streams and some videos along the way. And make sure you guys are in the Discord as well. People are asking questions and giving their observations, and also saying, "Hey, I love this. Hello, does anyone have any tips for not taking impulse trading decisions?" And I thought this was really funny because I'll show you guys my impulse trades that I had just recently put in, because I could not, so I had to get my dry powder into the markets, and I felt like I was doing the thing. I was like, oh man, I'm FOMO trading right now. I didn't put in any trades, and I was a little bit more leaning on the bearish side, that we were going to kind of keep going down. I mean, I feel like that could still be in the cards. We just have to break some levels now, and then I can be confident that we're still going to go up and kind of maybe touch some previous resistance levels, and we can get some support. But I was leaning a little bit more bearish, so I didn't put any trades. I was going to wait a little bit, but then it just started moving. The market started moving. So, and it'll move without you 100%. So, but I love this. Lost basically all my gains because of it from doing impulse trading. And I'm really feeling like I need to find a way for more sustainable trading. And I thought this was a really honest, question and situation here. And so we're going to get into that. I think we'll assess that this stream. We'll talk about how we've done our impulse trading, and how, it kind of more 70-80% of the time it doesn't work out, and then luckily, if the market really will sustain the pump and it just kind of keeps going, then your FOMO trades will work out, especially if you're not too high leveraged, and also you have stop losses in place. So that being said, we all get into that. We all have that mentality sometimes. It's hard not to see the market moving, and maybe you're not in front of the charts. Maybe you're not you're not on your phone. You're living life. You're maybe because you can't have your attention on the markets 100% all the time and be 100% right all the time, or trying to always get the perfect entry all the time. I mean, you have to engage with your family. You have to engage with life, obviously. And so in those times, this is when FOMO hits, because people are going to finally get back to their phone, and they're going to go, what? And they're going to go, and then they go into the trade. So it gets the best of us. I mean, even Crypto Banter ran, he talks about how he succumbs to the FOMO pretty hard, and it's happened to him, through this cycle where, you just get hit with the FOMO, guys. I mean, it's hard to resist when you feel those charts and you feel that price movement, and you want to do something about it. And so I think that's a good observation. And I would say, just have risk management, just have some rules set for yourself. And if you can have those rules and follow them, that might be a good way to start. And you might notice that you could, Maybe you're losing less. Maybe implementing the strategy. Okay, I'm losing less. I'm preserving more of my capital. And when you're taking profits, you're being a little bit more aggressive on it. You're not staring at them too long. You have take profit set. There's a way that you can do that. You just you have to make sure you have those certain levels set. You look at the charts, and we'll analyze the charts, and I'll show you kind of where we're having previous resistance and support. And that's a good way that you can start to scoop gains off the top, set a stop loss at break even once you're like above, in profit. That makes it really easy to not lose any money, and you're always ending up in profit. And then what usually ends up, a lot of the times you can say you get those profits and then you want to go back into the market. Well, don't risk all of what you just made. Maybe only use a small portion of what you made, and that might help with also preserving some of the gains, so then you can feel a little bit better about the gains that you made. And there's another strategy that I've tried to do, and it's worked, is where when you take those profits and you want to leave some of them to trade with, but then you should take the rest, not financial advice, take the rest and DCA it into your coins that you like. Whatever your mixed bag of cryptos you're going to hold for like long, for like into the bull run. That's a good way that you can preserve those profits, because if you don't intend to sell at any time soon, you're just DCAing, then that is a great way that you can preserve some of your profits. And like a great way, say, hey, you just want to keep building up your sats, you put your profits into Bitcoin, and then there you go. And then all of a sudden you end up with a lot of Bitcoin. All right, so make sure you guys are going to dancurtisuse.com. Check out the website. It's a fun website. I think it's been fun just kind of coming in here and kind of just making it go along with the narrative, go along with the trend, have the coins that I like, but also kind of a visual representation of what goes through my head. And then you guys can also listen to some music and things like that. And right now, interesting, there's a lot of things happening. There's a lot of narratives going on. There's the free speech narrative. There's the election. There's inflation. There's the Fed with the interest rate cuts. There's the issue with immigration and the border and just all this stuff. And so there needs to be a debate of that I think is completely kind of almost decentralized in a way, and that the questions are almost DAO-like, where the questions are voted among the people, and then these are the questions that everyone in America is wanting as a collective to ask who would be the president-elect of the United States. And so this is what Elon is proposing. And so between Kamala Harris and Donald J. Trump. And so this is interesting. I think if they actually did this and they agreed to do it, it would be revolutionary. It'd be the first time ever that a platform, a social media platform, would host a debate in that manner and have it be the two primary candidates of the election. It would be kind of a game changer. And so Altcoin Daily asked this question: is Bitcoin's price tied to the U.S. election outcome? And I said I'd say so. And so I posted the picture that we've been analyzing, where we have the halving cycle kind of line up with the presidential elections over the past, since 2012, basically almost, the past 10 years has been these cycles, 1, 2, 3, 4. And so I just see this really interesting cycle happening right here, where we see that grind up into the halving, and then we have some price consolidation, and that's kind of what we're seeing. That's what we were seeing for a little while here. And it's interesting that we're getting so close. We're past this halving point, and you see at these different points where once we get past the halving point and then we have the outcome of the election, that's when we start to see the biggest run. And that's also where it's the shortest. It's basically like the period where it gets the craziest is like very short. It's like 3 months, but the build up to it is in the last basically the last 6 months. You get this parabolic run going to the upside. And so it also correlates with this chart that we've shown a lot on this channel with the halving cycles and where we've seen the potential increase. And so from having one, and shout out to all you guys that are coming in. I really do appreciate you. We got NS. We got Nathan Roth. We have Headband. Headband always comes in on like 7 different platforms. It's like, I'm going to come in on Twitch. I'm going to come in on X. I'm going to stop in on YouTube. So I appreciate Headband High for using every single platform to come into the stream. We got Ozzy. Shout out to who else is in here? Make yourselves known. Make yourselves known. You guys are awesome. You guys are super cool to be coming into this live stream. If you're coming in for the second time of the day, you guys are absolute legends, and you are going to win. All right, so let's get into the long and short ratios. We've kind of been analyzing this today because we were thinking like, okay, if we're going to FOMO trade into this, let's see if like other people are FOMO trading as well into longs. And so I was thinking to myself, let's just like let's have a little bit of a basis of why we would even get into a FOMO trade. So this was the basis. I said, okay, the market is feeling the FOMO as well. They're thinking, okay, I don't want to miss the run, but also the market makers would love to just dump on our heads at the moment where we start to jump in on some longs and we have our stop losses set. And then the market goes, oh, guess what? I see where all your stop losses were just set. I'm going to dump the price right there. And then the market triggers the stop losses and then they buy that up and then wha-bam. And so that can kind of happen sometimes, and the market has been loving to do that because of the sideways action. When a market's sideways, that's what happens. And it's sometimes that, and we've been talking about this, is that this is when the time when people quit is like that sideways, and then even another possible shakeout, and then we have the forward momentum banana zone that we were we were singing all day on the Moon Show, and I ate some bananas too. So I don't know if you ate a banana today, but eat a banana in honor of the banana zone that we are inevitably going to be in with Bitcoin. And what I mean by the banana zone is you see here, you just get this curvature right here, little banana zone. Me want some in the banana. All right, so we're gonna see. We're gonna we're gonna look together, guys, in just a moment at my trades. I had stop losses set. I've had and I have some take profits set. So and they were, and I'm admitting to you guys right now that they were indeed FOMO trades. And it's so ironic that at the same time I was feeling like, oh man, I put in a FOMO trade. Will Grill says, how do I stop taking impulsive trading decisions? Oh my God. Okay, so let's go through the news. Make sure you follow me at DanoCrypto904. All right, so let's kind of go through a little bit of this video. We were analyzing this earlier, but if you didn't tune in, we were basically listening to Michael Saylor's responses on Squawk Box for a discussion about Bitcoin and its potential going into the next 4 years. So let's listen to a little bit of this. We're kind of skip around a little bit. We're going to listen to some quick clips real quick, and then we'll keep going down the charts. We'll pull up the charts.
This morning, you can see 55,000 now. Joining us, Michael Saylor, MicroStrategy Executive Chairman. You've actually...
Okay, so just put this in perspective. It was 55,000, and now currently, we're going to the charts here, it is sitting at 56,008. Okay, so we just, as we were getting this started, we did run into some resistance here. And so exactly what happened, so interesting, is that exactly what happened is that the market makers, if you were to see here, saw that we were getting bullish, putting in longs, and seeing where the stop losses were being put. So let's go to the heat map. We got to go to the heat map. We got to find the heat map. Where's that thing at? My eyes are trying to find it. Where is that heat map? Is it the liquidation heat map? Yeah, for some reason, I cannot find that thing. Is it the top column? My eyes, guys. I'm like, geez. Is it the top ones? Figure. Okay, we got the RSI. Okay, we got the RSI heat map. But where is the? See the liquidations heat map. Got the trading sessions heat map. Nope, that's not what I want. There we go. That's what I wanted. Yeah, I hear things getting triggered right now. All right, let's see the carnage. Yep. Yeah, cuz we're getting a nice yep, so I hit all my stop losses there. And it looks like Bitcoin just like to had faked everyone out just now. Nice. Yeah, it's so crazy. And this is on the 45 minute. You can actually see this playing out. So this is actually where I went in. And so at the time, the risk to reward ratio wasn't too bad. But at this point, it seems like going into my analysis of earlier today was that we could be doing an inverse head and shoulders, but when we started to get like a big move from on this candle here, if we were looking at it on the daily, let me see how it looked on the daily here. Yeah, on the daily, it was just like it was a really big move. So I was thinking we were going to get a little bit more forward momentum. And so now it's kind of looking like it's playing out that we could be getting a little bit of that dip of going into that shoulder. And then we start going up. But man, that was perfect for the whales, man, to basically snipe out exactly where my stop losses were hit is exactly where this price now on the 4 hour just wicked. So if you were looking at it on the 45 minute, you can see exactly where it just did that. Just wicked right into that level of where I bet a lot of the stop losses were set or liquidations for wherever people had some longs. And so, but now if you're looking at the 15 minute, it could be that we just actually break down right where we were just chopping sideways. Kind of breaking back up over 56 on these candles. Yeah. We did on the 15 minute, we got a red dot on the cipher here. If you're looking at the 4 hour, there's a little bit of a different story. We're seeing we didn't like hit a red dot here just yet. But we had some volume coming in. We had a little bit more money flow. But this worries me. This worries me, guys. And I'll tell you why. We get a hard rejection like that with a big wick that just goes zoop. So that's a fake out. It's a fake out pump to make you go long. To make you go long right there, especially if you're trying to be a trader. You go long. You get that FOMO pump. And then the carnage ensues. The carnage then indeed ensues. But despite this, you say Bitcoin support, retest, reflect September 2023 patterns. There's another bull run coming. And so if we analyze this, no, this is bullish. See, I can be bearish and bullish at the same time because that is actually what I'm trying my best to strengthen both of those muscles when it is indeed appropriate. But I'm always long-term bullish. But I am also realizing that in the short term here, there's something happening with this particular September where, you know, we have a bit of a could be repeating some patterns where we have a bit of a downturn, a little downtrend, and then a banana zone movement. According to this halving cycles theory, you start getting into to the red area. In the red area, 2017, red area, 2013, 2021, and then in their prediction here, going, you know, as high as 126 and between $150,000 per Bitcoin. And I know, like, Headband High always says, oh, don't put your predictions out there, but this is just my guess that Bitcoin this year could go to $150,000, but it doesn't come without another possible dump. That would be a 35% move to the downside. I know, 150,000. I know that would be crazy. But I mean, that's not that I think Michael Saylor was one to say that he thinks by the end of the year it's going to go to 300,000 or something. So he's way more bullish than I am. Jason Casper, I don't know, man. I went the wrong direction. I FOMO traded, so I did a no-no. So all my stuff got stopped out. All of my stuff just got stopped out. All right, so but we might actually still go live trading and just keep seeing if we can keep the momentum going. But we are going to we're going to actually continue to go through what we had planned to analyze here. All right, so we saw this, and this is I said, Elon, don't go, it's a trap. Elon faces possible UK Parliament summons over X. And see if my comment is somewhere in here. Yeah, I said don't go, it's a trap. Said please don't go. And I thought this was funny. Said the average crypto trader, negative 97,000 on the screen, whole setup over here, you know, 1,500 share, $50, $20. So it's, I would say that's, I don't know, that's not too accurate, but that's funny though. And then I feel like this is kind of how everyone's feeling right now about the price of Bitcoin. You know, they're just like, they just have no idea. Have no idea what's going on. But we've probably also been feeling a little bit like this.
Damn it!
But at the same time, I always like to pull up, you know, recent bullish news and also developing stories. This is something that has obviously already developed, but I want to remind people, if you're not familiar, but there is going to be more opportunities for you guys to spend your crypto if you choose to. And say you have a bunch of extra Pepe or something, you know, you got a bunch of extra tokens, you got a bunch of extra USDC, USDT, all that stuff, and you want to spend it in a convenient, easy way. Well, MasterCard, and I think very soon Visa, will be launching, I think, more just in Europe, but right now they've launched a debit card in Europe. So I think this is going to be a continuing trend that is going to happen across the board when it comes to companies and different on-ramping and off-ramping of crypto. But I like to use Ivan's observation of saying that, hey, we as a crypto community, we should stop thinking about off-ramping to fiat. We need to just keep in crypto because then it's the best system that we could be in, right? So in terms of transactions, in terms of less friction, so like a frictionless type of peer-to-peer community that we're building with all these different chains and all the different applications and just all of the different things that are developing in the crypto world. That is a way that we can basically get out of the traditional TradFi system. And so why would you want to off-ramp to fiat? So I'm starting to have more of the concept of why not start to think more that Bitcoin is going to be the money, and that actually some of these tokens that we could send to people and say, hey, I'll pay for that with some Pepe. I mean, imagine the day that legit Dogecoin and Pepe is accepted at more places than actual cash, like paper money. Try and imagine a world where that is actually a reality, and you are paying for most of your things with Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and like Litecoin or something like that. And we'll bring up why we mentioned Litecoin. And so this is why I think it's a trap that Elon is getting summoned by the British Parliament, because he's looking forward to serve America if the opportunity arises. So if Trump gets elected, so he could possibly be head of the Department of Government Efficiency, which is acronyming for Doge. Could that be the most epic Doge trade that we could put in that could potentially give us gains, kind of like CryptoFace? We were thinking, man, CryptoFace caught it nice. He probably had just a little bit more dry powder than we did on the side to get into the markets earlier this morning. You bastard. But it's all good. We'll be in crypto face land soon enough. Maybe even in Jason Casper land. But that's a pretty decent scalp right there. Realized profits 142,000. Unrealized profits 410,000. It's pretty crazy. So shout out to CryptoFace for that one. That's a mega one. All right, so we're going to analyze this. As Bernstein says, Donald Trump re-elect may push Bitcoin to $90,000, and it kind of interesting enough kind of lines up a little bit with this chart here, because if we go into the U.S. election on this date right here, kind of shows it's obviously not a straight line from going from 60,000, but currently at the prices that we're trading at right now, which we are trading, if we are going to look at the prices here, we're trading at 57,000, and we might actually be just a little bit low because that might be lagging. So yeah, we are at 56,650, and that's according to Bitstamp right now. And so let's see on the short time frames here. Yeah, the short time frames were just kind of hitting this line. How low can we go? Looks like we're getting a pretty decent divergence here. A little bearish on the short time frames. And yeah, it's looking a little spicy right now. It's looking a little spicy, guys. Just a little spicy. But thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. We are going to stream just for another 5 minutes. We just wanted to kind of do a hard stop at 35 minutes. So I really do appreciate all of you guys for coming in and analyzing these charts with me. And we're going to see this analysis, because I like that price. It's bullish. All right, in a new research report from the $725 billion asset manager Bernstein, Bitcoin could target a new high if Donald Trump wins the upcoming 2024 U.S. presidential election. Indeed, the firm notes that Trump's return to the White House could and would drive BTC to a $90,000 price. So